The member for North West Central.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Firstly, on behalf of the member for Nedlands, I'd like to acknowledge the students of Dalkeith Primary School in the public gallery here today. Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Local Government. Minister, I refer to the report released today by the Minister for Regional Development into the waste of taxpayers' money by senior leadership in the Carnarvon Shire in relation to the Carnarvon fascine wall, and I ask, 1. Is the Department of Local Government, Sport and Culture and Industries investigating the Shire of Carnarvon on this matter? 2. If so, when do you expect the investigation to conclude? And 3. Given the issues outlined in today's report as a result of the decisions taken by the Shire, will you refer the Shire to the CCC for investigation?
Minister for Local Government.
I thank the member for North West Central for his question, and I do appreciate the seriousness of this issue, and of course an issue that actually goes back now some years, as the member is well aware, back to 2012, where issues associated with procurement and other matters associated with funding of the fascine wall project and the main street, or the main street-scape were raised. And in the member's report, or the Minister for Regional Development's report today, of course, highlights some major concerns, and those, as she highlighted in her report, will create 2 further investigations specific to those projects. But in answer to your question specifically, can I say this? First of all, yes, member, there is an authorised inquiry by the Department of Local Government that is currently underway. That investigation will encompass aspects of the Shire and associated business entities that may have had, or that they have had or may have had with dealings with the Shire. It will include operations and practices relating to tendering, to procurement and financial management, and will span back from the 1st of January 2011. And I need to highlight, of course, that is a significant period during the previous government's tenure, and I know and I'm aware of, and you've told me that you have been strongly lobbying for previous ministers of local government. I'm pleased, though, under this government, that we have that the department initiated that authorised inquiry. How long will the inquiry take? Well, authorised inquiries are processes that the department needs to carry out extensively. I can't give you an exact date when it will be concluded, but it will be a comprehensive investigation. There are a range of matters that need to be investigated, and I would expect that when that inquiry is concluded, that I will of course receive that and assess the recommendations. In terms of the CCC, as you're well aware, member, the CCC, referrals to the CCC can be from various sources, including indeed yourself. And if you have any evidence, as you're aware, CCC did actually respond to complaints and referral some years back, back 2012-13 from memory. But if you have any new evidence, and indeed if anyone in your community has new evidence or additional evidence, they are very welcome to assure to refer that to the CCC. It is serious, and obviously I won't fetter the investigation of the department. They need to carry out their authorised inquiry. But for all of those people in Carnarvon, at the end of the day, we want to make sure that local government is delivering quality governance to that community, which it deserves, and I will watch with interest the outcome of the authorised inquiry by the department.
Supplementary. Minister, do you agree that the Shire Carnarvon's oversight of this project has failed the ratepayers of Carnarvon, and that the Shire President should step down?
Well, I think there's a range of questions that could be asked about the previous government's tenure and oversight of these projects. They were royalties for regions projects, significant dollars. And as the Minister for Regional Development highlighted, this is unfortunately another example of a royalties for regions project that faltered under your tenure of government. In terms of the Shire, there is an authorised inquiry, and that authorised inquiry needs to be carried out and concluded. But in all of these matters in local government, it is a time of reflection for everybody involved in local government about putting the ratepayers first. That's what I think all local governments should do. And any time that there is an authorised inquiry or anything of that nature, that should be foremost in the minds of the decision makers in that local government entity.